Hello everyone, welcome back. Balefire here. Today I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign Libra for the month of January. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And again, this is a general reading, so if it does not resonate with you, please check your other placements. If it does resonate with you, and if you would like to book a personal reading with me, information for that will be in the description box down below. It'll be a link to my website there. So again, this is going to be this is going to be a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of January. What do we have for Libra, please? All right, Libra, for the overall energies here, you have the Magician. I think that you're stepping up to the plate in a big way here and trying to perform a task that is quite significant. It probably is one of the more significant things, kind of like heavy responsibility, I think is what I'm getting, is kind of like what you're stepping up to the plate here. Here in the recent past, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So it seemed like when you accepted this responsibility or started on this new journey, you hit a lot of potholes, is what I see. It wasn't easy. It looked like you had to convince somebody of your point of view. And I feel like it took a toll on your emotions, probably more so than you expected. Which leads us to the current energies here. We have the Six of Swords, we have Temperance, and we have the Emperor. I think that you're making a conscientious effort to leave certain aspects of this situation behind. If not, then just the situation in general. I feel like you're kind of sitting back and waiting for the opportunity to make your move. And I feel like you are taking action and you're putting a lot of thought into it. And I feel like you're being very decisive right now about what it is you need to do in order to come into fruition the responsibility that was granted to you. I feel like you're taking it well, despite all these setbacks here. And then in the recent future here, we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. I just see this as being worry. I see this as being worry and quite a bit of insecurity and a little bit of like lack confidence. I kind of feel like this situation has exhausted you, whatever these hiccups were, despite taking it well. I feel like you're under a lot of pressure, or the pressure is seemingly building up and you're becoming increasingly worried about it. With the Five of Pentacles here in the near future, it's kind of like, it's like your mind goes to the worst case scenario, okay? So however this started out as like a brand new kind of shiny opportunity has kind of revealed itself to be a little bit more emotionally draining than you anticipated, and you're trying to correct the situation by being patient and trying to dictate perhaps like certain aspects that you're leaving behind, if not leaving the entire situation behind. And then the final energies of what it transmutes into, for me, just looks like a heavy weight of worry and discouragement. But let's clarify, see if that's really the case. I've got a feeling that what's going on down here for the recent future are projected fears and insecurities. I think you might have things like more together than you might assume or that you might think. So with this deck, we're going to look at the Magician and then also the recent past here. Show me the Magician for Libra. Okay, so there's a little bit of conflict. And I think it really hit your self-esteem. Yeah, there's the Five of Pentacles showing up again. Yeah, I think there was like a little bit of conflict here. And I think it was emotionally draining because it hit a chord within your self-esteem. And that pressure, that feeling of pressure keeps coming up, like the pressure to perform. When you might not be feeling your best here. So let's look at the Ace of Pentacles for your recent past. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Moon. So I feel like, Libra, going into this situation, I feel like you were excited and prepared to take this on, whatever this responsibility was. Honestly, I see it as kind of like a work or project-based related thing. It could be a relationship for some of you, but with like heavy pentacles and swords energy here, I really feel like this kind of points more toward like work or like maybe a hobby of yours. But I think whoever you kind of teamed up with to do this project together or task or responsibility, I think that they were not necessarily prepared. I think that maybe they were in the wrong place. But if that's not the case, then you might have gone into this situation with kind of like the wrong impression, okay? Really, I feel like somebody here was all in, really ready to go. But I feel like somebody else was all in a little bit, I don't know, like they came in with secrets. Ulterior motive, perhaps? Okay, let's look at this Five of Cups here. Come on. All right. King of Swords. Ten of Wands. Judgment card. I think unfairly so. This could be you or this could be the person that you're dealing with. I feel like someone let somebody go. And unfairly so. Someone made the decision, regardless of how the other person would feel about it, that because of all of like the underlying bickering, that someone just was let go. Okay, show me this Nine of Cups here. Yeah, again, this just reiterates, oh, the Emperor in reverse this time. Yeah. With the Two of Swords being here in reverse, this just is reiterating to me that it's like two people came together. One person was not entirely truthful. Because of that, it caused like bickering and conflict, and you couldn't really see eye to eye. So, kind of like the deceitful, mysterious person here was let go. And here it's just like dual confirmation that that's what happened. Um, the person that, you know, stayed back and was the one to cast the other away, you know, is very emotionally stable within themselves. And I think they got a sense of relief once this other person kind of took off. So one person stayed and one person left. So now we're going to check out the current energies here. Show me the Six of Swords, please. Six of Swords, Libra, current energies, January. Okay, we have the King of Cups. We have the Emperor in reverse again. And we have the Five of Wands again. So I think the person who left the situation here is trying really hard to keep their emotions under control. I kind of feel like when they were let go or cast away, like it didn't, like the conflict, it didn't quite end then and there. I feel like this person is being unreasonable. The one that was like cast away, the one that was let go of. If that's you, Libra, then I apologize. But if you're going to come into a new energy or a new situation with like an ulterior motive, or I don't know, a secret close to your waist, then it might not be the best situation for you to get yourself tied up into, you know, or participate in. Yeah. It's like somebody went kicking and screaming out the door, it looks like here. All right. So, show me Temperance. Temperance, please. Okay. All right. Okay. You're trying to be patient with this person. I feel like they're a little bit relentless, though. They cannot stop communicating to you like their pain, like they saw you in a really good light in the beginning, but as things come into this current state and time here, it's like what once good is now, it's annoying for you, and I think it's painful for them. Yeah, this is just a lot of talk of how this person is hurt, feels betrayed. I think you're just kind of taking it, though. I think they're definitely more in like a deeper emotional turmoil than you are, to be honest with you, Libra. And I kind of feel like they see you in this sort of, I don't know, you're not like a traitor, but I can't really think of like a softer word than traitor, so I'm just going to use traitor. They kind of think of you that way. But show me the Emperor here. Okay, we got the Two of Wands in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're telling this person very clearly that this situation just isn't going nowhere, that you were under, like, there was some kind of misunderstanding in the beginning, maybe at best, some kind of misunderstanding in the beginning when you first got into this. And then having been in it for a little while, realizing that it wasn't really what you signed up for. So when you cast it away, this person clapped back with like a lot of talk about their hurt feelings and how you're not as good of a person as they originally thought. And over here, I think you're making it very clear to them that, hey, like, I've been in this for a minute. There's really nothing here for me now. I really don't want to move forward. And I feel like you're trying to be honest here, and like cool and calm and collected here. And I think that you're trying to be stable in the best way that you can. But with the Emperor in reverse kind of showing up all over the place, I can tell that, to a certain degree, or at least a little bit, even if it's a little tiny bit, I feel like this whole situation upset you as well. But let's check out the immediate futures here for Libra, the situation that they're dealing with for the month of January. Show me the 9 of Wands. Okay, the Tower, 3 of Cups, Page of Wands. I feel like if you stay in this situation or try to go back or try to make it right, because I see a tiny part of you wanting, maybe that's too strong. Originally I was going to say maybe wanting to like take a look over your shoulder and see if this situation can be rectified. But I also see that, if you do that, if you follow like that small little desire, I don't think it's going to be good. I think you should like stick to your guns here, and as much as it might hurt you to let this person go, I think that it's for the greater good, and I think that you know that. There's just a little bit of like doubt, like, did I do the right thing? Because you kind of really, not you, but this whole situation kind of caused a calamity here. And I think it's best to not turn around. But let's check out the 9 of Swords here. Oop. One kind of popped out. We're going to take it. So I think it's gotten to the point where a lot of kind of like, how should I put this? It's almost like you guys are like flexing to each other a little bit, like not so much lying, but like kind of proselytizing. I feel like here, the worry is if you engage, okay? I think this person is trying to kind of cause a rise in you, all right? And I feel like if you were to engage, it wouldn't necessarily solve your problem of being worried about it. I feel like giving into it will only fuel the fire. So, a party is like looking over your shoulder, looking back at kind of like the wreckage that you left behind. And you kind of want to go back and fix it. But what I'm saying here is that if you give into that energy, then I really don't think it's going to solve your problems. I feel like the problems that this situation created is now bigger than the situation itself. It's kind of like blown out of proportion. But let's see this Five of Pentacles in near future. Oh, Ten of Cups. Death card. In the Moon again. I feel like for you, after you come through the other side of this situation, I feel like you're going to be more emotionally stable than you've ever have been before, because you go from the Nine of Cups up here to the Ten of Cups down here. Unfortunately for the other person, they're going to come away from this situation thinking that things are not over yet. You have not seen the last of me. Wow, this is dramatic, Libra. And then there's this element too of you're not really sure of what the other person is capable of. Not to say that they're violent or anything. I don't think that they're actively violent. I just think that I think that the person that you're dealing with lacks like a certain level of self-awareness. I don't think that they were really helpful to the situation from the beginning anyways. And I feel like they were like lacking a certain something. Probably the truth of like what they wanted and like what their intentions were. You know what this also kind of feels like to me a little bit, and this might be true for some of you out there. It's kind of like if you meet somebody new, you know, like whatever, and they're cool, right? And you know, you get all excited and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, this person is really cool and we have stuff in common. I made a new friend. This is great. And, you know, you tell that person, you're like, hey, you're so cool. I'm happy that I met you and that we're friends. And then the other person's like, yeah, sure, friends. But then they have other intentions, you know. Maybe down the road they might want to date you. So they're putting on like this guise of like pretending to want to be your friend, and when in actuality they might have the ulterior motive of like wanting to date you later. It's like that kind of level of deception, you know, kind of like what you got into with this person you didn't sign up for, and letting go of this person was kind of ugly, and it's hard to let them go, and I think you're in the process of dealing with that right now. I feel like they feel abandoned without you, but on the other side, you feel more emotionally stable without them. I think you can leave this situation with closure, but I think they're going to have some trouble with it. Again, like I heard, like you haven't seen the last of me. I don't think they're violent. I just think that they're desperate. But we're going to pull some cards from the universe for you to tie this all together. Kind of a heckin' cluster cuss, Libra. My goodness. What you getting yourself into? Okay, 3 cards. Okay. We got the 4 of Pentacles. We got the 7 of Wands. We got the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so what's really going on here, message from the universe, is that it's going to take a little bit of doing, but you will get through this. You will reach a moment where there's going to be peace in your life. There will be closure surrounding this situation. As much as this person just does not want to let go, I think you're kind of more than willing to push them off. And once you do, good things will start to come in and you can use your energy for other more important things. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, information for that will be in the description box down below. Join me for future readings, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.